Okay, if you're running a food truck, you know the hustle is absolutely real. But what if you could put all that financial stuff on autopilot, so you can get back to what you actually love, the food? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to build a super simple system to finally get a handle on your daily cash flow.
I mean, let's be honest. You got into this business for the love of the food, right? For that creative spark, for serving up incredible dishes to people who love what you do. The daily grind of receipts, spreadsheets, and all that financial paperwork? Yeah, I'm guessing that's not what gets you fired up in the morning.
Because here's the thing, the dream, right? It's that perfect moment of serving happy customers at your window. But the reality? For so many food truck owners, it's being completely buried under a mountain of receipts, trying to juggle a million spreadsheets, and just facing that constant nagging feeling of, am I even making money? It's the classic passion versus paperwork battle.
All right, so let's dive into that daily struggle. Let's decode what this cash flow chaos actually looks like. Because honestly, for a lot of folks, managing the money in a food truck can feel like you're trying to catch rain in a sieve. It's just relentless.
And this really hits the nail on the head. The stakes are just so high in this business. You've got sales that go up and down and costs for fuel, for inventory that hit you right now. When you're tracking everything by hand, it leaves way too much room for error. And a single tiny oversight, man, that can snowball into a huge problem fast.
So what do those problems actually look like? Well, it's that heart-stopping moment when you realize you're short on cash for supplies right before a huge festival. It's missing a few expense receipts that completely throws off your profit numbers for the week. Or it's just finding it basically impossible to guess what you'll need next month. This lack of a clear, real-time picture, it doesn't just slow you down, it can seriously threaten your whole business.
Okay, but here's the good news. What if you could change all of that? This is the turning point, right here. We're about to introduce a solution to these daily headaches that's not only powerful, but is actually, accessible. It's all about working smarter, not harder. Now, before you think, oh great, more complicated software I have to learn, just stop. Forget that. I want you to think of this as building an intelligent partner for your business, a financial co-pilot that just works quietly in the background, bringing you the clarity and control you've been missing. So, how does it work? It's basically a team of 3 amazing tools working together. First, you've got Notion. That's your dashboard, your command center for everything. Then there's Make.com. Think of it as the magic connector. It automatically pulls in all your sales and expense data, so you don't have to lift a finger. And finally, there's ChatGPT, which acts like your own personal data analyst, turning all those numbers into insights you can actually use.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do you actually build it? Don't worry, we're going to break it down. Here's a practical 6-step guide, and I promise it's way more achievable than you might think. All right, here are the 6 key steps. Ready? First, you build your custom dashboard in Notion. Second, you use Make.com to automatically pipe in data from your bank or your point-of-sale system. Third, you set up a super simple mobile form to capture those on-the-go cash costs, like a quick run to the grocery store. Fourth, you ask ChatGPT to give you daily summaries and insights. Fifth, you set up automatic alerts for spending limits, which is a lifesaver. And finally, you use the AI to actually forecast your future needs based on your past trends. Simple as that.
So, once you have that system up and running, everything changes. This is where the magic really happens. Let's take a look at the transformation, at the new reality this financial co-pilot creates for your business and, honestly, for your sanity. What we're aiming for here is a little something we call cash flow clarity. And really, it's just that amazing feeling of knowing exactly where you stand financially at any given moment. It means no more reacting to financial surprises. Instead, you're making proactive, confident decisions that actually help you grow. I mean, look at this. This is the big shift. Before, your process was manual, it was reactive, it was stressful. You were always playing catch-up. But after, it's automated, it's proactive, and you feel confident. You're finally in the driver's seat, and you're being guided by real-time data.
So, what does this all boil down to? What are the big wins? Well, you're going to dramatically reduce those costly little errors. You're going to get hours of your life back every single week. You get that real-time visibility into your financial health we talked about. And the big one? You start making smarter, data-driven decisions that will actually secure your food truck's future.
And that really leaves us with just one final but super important question. When you're not buried in spreadsheets and shoeboxes full of receipts anymore, when you finally have that clarity and control over your finances, what are you going to build with all that time you win back? A killer new menu item? Maybe a second truck? Or just more time with your family? The possibilities, well, they're all yours to create.